What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. As you can see from today's clip art, guess what we're going to be covering. So I know everybody's been tagging along for the racket journey and the string journey that I've kind of been on, trying to figure out what game works best for me. But today I wanted to make a video and I wanted to explain more kind of about my journey and how I reached from a UTR 1 to a UTR 3. So the 1.0 UTR is basically for everybody. It's your beginner's rating. It's what they're going to give you at the very beginning. Basically, the code of the 1.0 is you just got to be able to hit the ball and be able to complete the match. This is the lowest level. This was me being a beginner. Fortunately, when I first started playing tennis, I already had 3 months of lessons under my belt, and I had a little bit of athleticism that could help me a tad bit get past this level. Basically, the goal of this level is just to cleanly hit the ball and keep it on the court. And the person who can cleanly hit the ball is going to win that level. Eventually, a few months in, I saw myself jump up from the 1.0 to the UTR 1.5 range. The 1.0 to the 1.5 range is a pretty big, I would say it's a pretty big jump, and it's not hard to get there. You simply just have to continue with consistency, and you have to continue with being able to keep the ball in play. At the 1.0 and the 1.5 range, most of the time the reason why people lose their matches is because they're hitting the ball out or they're hitting in the net. So eventually, as you can kind of see some of these videos progressing on, you can start to see my stroke slowly started increasing a little bit. It wasn't amazing, but it was enough to keep it in. Now, I still had some mechanical issues. I still had some footwork and timing issues that were really hurting me. I was still shooting a lot of balls long, but I had climbed my way here after the first couple months. Climbing to the next phase was the 1.8, and you can start to see in a few of the videos I started getting a little bit better. The ground stroke started getting a little bit more consistent. The 1.8, your serve has to start having a little bit more speed on it. You can't get away with a patty cake serve anymore. You also not only have to be consistent with keeping the ball in, but you have to be able to put a little bit of power on your shots. It gets more competitive. It's still kind of rule of thumb, though. The person who serves all the balls in and the person who keeps the ball on the court the longest is going to most likely win that match. One thing I found when I was at the 2.0 level, you can get away with a rough serve and still play decently. You just need a serve that goes in every time. You can play off it. I mean, if it is a soft serve, just learn how to play off of it. I had a great backhand, but my forehand was not great. But I was able to work around it with coming up with offensive tactics such as drop shots, slices, and other ways of scoring. So when you reach that 2.5 level, you have to start hitting the ball a lot harder. The ball is going to start coming at faster speeds. You're going to have to balance your game out a little bit more because players at this level will be able to target your weakness more. You have to learn how to be able to offensively hit a ground stroke. You can't just play defense your entire life and sit on the baseline. You're going to have to come up with a way to really penetrate the court and create offense. You're going to have to also figure out how you want to play the game. You know, what your gameplay style is. What is your goal when it comes to winning? How are you going to score points? How are you going to command the court? The 3.0 area was a little bit of a rude awakening for me right now. It is extremely tough. Any weaknesses, you're going to get exploited. Like, you are going to get exposed. It's going to be known. A 3.0 player is going to be able to attack in ways that you never imagined. You have to be able to serve deep. You also have to be able to return a serve that is coming very fast or has spin on it. Your ground strokes basically have to be equal, and one of them possibly has to be your go-to over the other. Like, you cannot have a weakness when it comes to ground strokes at a 3.0. Players at a 3.0 level can move also, so sometimes slices and drop shots can be picked up easier. But if you're just going to the net and you're just trying to get a quick slice or quick point, most 3.0 players are going to be able to get to that. With a 3.0, do not try to win the battle of consistency. You need to come up with a method of how to beat this. A 3.0 can play baseline all day. Don't try to go volley for volley with a 3.0 either. Most 3.0s, their volley game is really good. And if you try to win at the net every time in a volley battle or just trying to put the point away, most of the time they're going to be able to go toe-to-toe at the net. My goal going forward is to hopefully reach higher than a 3.0 on UTR. Right now, I'm not going to lie. I've gone back to lessons. I've gone back for help with technique, form, and trying to elevate my game from a 3.0 to hopefully a 3.5 here pretty soon, with the big goal trying to reach a 4.0 at some point. Just because, again, I feel like there's a lot of weak points in my game right now. My forehand's not too strong, and I think my serve could be a little bit better. And I know if I don't take care of these, then I'm not going to climb past the 3.0 level. Just because I'm having to work on things now doesn't discredit me for how far I've come. Like, in those first videos, you're seeing a guy who never picked up a racket in his life starting in 2023. I mean, those early videos, it looks like I've never played, barely swinging. I'm going to continue to work hard at it. I'm going to continue to keep facing opponents. I'm going to break down and work on my technique and how I play the game and possible strategies of how I can get better. Hopefully this covered up pretty well of, the difference of the ratings. I hope you learned a lot from this video, and I hope you take away from some of the video clips and just get to see kind of what a UTR 1 to 3 really looks like and the progress that I've made. Thank you all for tuning in. Keep liking, commenting, and following for the support that's going on in my tennis journey. It's been awesome, and thank you all for tuning in, and I will catch y'all in the next one.